craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnisire.
All right, we have Necronomicon in the chat. ¿Cómo estás, Necronomicon? Well, greetings, Rollets. I'm Interrogator Son US, attached to Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and welcome to Looking Cute and Playing Mechanicus. I'm coming at you live from a grim, dark future, currently broadcasting from the Hive World of Virago. The theme for the stream is Chorus Lament and Hope by the Venerable Lydius, Adam Bell, and all the music today will be specifically from WH40K Mechanicus, composed by Guillaume David and copyright at Bulwark Studios. And today, like I said, we're playing Mechanicus. Finally, we're doing it. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully this doesn't crash my stream. And we already have some people in the chat saying, greetings, how you doing, Little Inquisitor Callahan? And the God Emperor of Man himself, greetings. How you guys doing? Hope you've had a good week. Wish me luck on today's stream, cause this is nerve-wracking. We're going to be doing a new game, and we will not be using the Heretic DLC, just so you're aware. I want to play the game base, exactly how it started out. And Lord Inquisitor Callahan says, finishing RDR2, dealing with the Skinner brothers. I don't know the Skinner brothers. I don't remember that part. It's been a long time since I've played RDR. I once remember the tale of the lady with her son, whose husband we killed. I remember that story very well. Then, of course, the main story with Arthur and Dutch and whatnot. Luke was a Callahan says cannibals, short and sweet. Oh, okay. Makes sense if they're called the Skinner brothers. Necronomicon, ahí con los iconos de los orcos. Yeah, I know wow. Necronomicon with the orc icons. I'm guessing he's doing a wog there. But yeah, let's get started. We have 70 Rose saying hi. Hi, 70 Rose. How you doing? The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleet served the Adeptus Mechanicus. Necronomicon diciendo ¡wow! ¿Tú crees que van a poner por fin a los orcos en Mechanicus 2? I asked him, the Grimmacle was saying, wow, and I said, do you think they'll put the orcs in Mechanicus too? And Tony Rose says, good, how are you? I'm doing good. Hoping that the stream doesn't crash on me. Games are not this setup's friend. But hopefully we can pull this off. And we have Ragion saying Mechanicus skin. Yes, of course. I'm playing Mechanicus, so I must be rocking the Mechanicus skin. Unless you say otherwise, of course, with your bits. Again, remember that you can use your bits in order to change my outfit and make some sound emotes and other things. So yeah, keep that in mind. And Ragion says I have enough. Yeah, I figured you don't use them all that often. The one who uses it most, I would say, is 7A Rose by making this the saxophone Space Marine, which can never go wrong with saxophone Space Marine. Alright, they are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious path, exploring the depths. Speaking of, Raya says, I was about to say this is her cue. Yes, of course. And I don't blame her for it. That is a great clip. But yeah, I'm surprised they actually put the Leagues of Votan there first. I feel like if you're gonna make what's it called? Another Xenos race that would be fun to see in Mechanicus would be the orcs, since they're also very mechanically inclined, but of course they make their own stuff from scratch. So seeing them implement Necron technology and just scrap it together should be a pretty good idea. And seeing them do it would be a lot of fun, I would think. Ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind, in the name of their machine god, they manufactured imperial war machines with gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shared their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protected the Forge World and explored the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitarii troops. Rayan says they built the Gorkanaut and Morkanaut to counter knights, and it worked. Yeah, of course. They're very technically savvy, at least in their own way. And we have Confused Cat Girl saying, boop. How's it going, Confused Cat Girl? Welcome back. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. So I'll say in advance, I have played the game before, but But it's been a while, so I'm a little rusty. I've never beaten it though, so I will be trying to beat it with you guys. I don't know how likely I am to do that. It probably will take a few streams in order to get far in the game. But yeah, you let me know if you want to see me go through the whole game, or if you want me to start painting up again at some point soon. But I figure at least give this game at least 2 streams. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide. Okay, Region says no death hardcore run. Yeah, of course, no death hardcore run. I am not doing that. Took him 4 months to find it. That's actually pretty speedy. Guys will have to let me know which one of these magi are your favorite. Region says, also finished the con, got to paint a free mini with TTC, some 10mm. It was relaxing and painful. Okay, so hey, you got to paint a mini at the con. You were saying you wouldn't be able to. That's great. What's TTC? Ah, toothing coats. Got it, got it. Transportation through the warp can be tricky. And we made it, yay! Hopefully we don't die because of the attempt. Anybody here played Mechanicus before? Oh, and Region, what you paint exactly? You said it's a free mini, but what was the mini? And then Region says never. Well, hopefully you get to enjoy the experience of watching me play it, if you don't play it yourself. Mind you, in order to make this work for my computer, I had to put it down on the lowest setting. I am so eager to the point where I can actually link two computers together and do, what do they call that? Video capture? Yeah, video capture. I think it was video capture. Necronomicon haciendo monerías ahí. You know, I'm being silly with this oli 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 o. Riga says, it looked like some Jade Warrior of sorts, but it was something more so from D&D, I believe. Yeah, I wouldn't think they would use a Games Workshop model for their free stuff. Cause they're not necessarily affiliated with Games Workshop. I know that Duncan Rhodes actually did work with them for a little while, but yeah. And Rega says, I wish. Agrolek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. It's once stem. Yeah, is that stem or stern? I think it's a stern. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast a feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Yeah, I'll be doing all the narration for anything that's not voiced. And yes, these characters are voiced. They are speaking in newspeak. Newspheric speak. Or what do they call it? Binary? Yeah. They're speaking in binary.
perform.
Ah, so he was killed by Necrons. I didn't know that. Yes, this guy is really dead. I think primarily his consciousness got uploaded into the servo skull, or maybe they're still using his brain. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, they put his brain and his skull on, you know, and gave it life. Radion says that's a nice touch, actually. That they said what he died of instead of just leaving it as just a servo skull. Radion says yes, or yeah, specifically. Yeah, I like that little touch. At least they gave it some personality. I think he's supposed to be the guy who gives the speech at the beginning. Again says, give the servo skull a character. Or gives as the servo skull a character. Alien. I'm just now imagining him talking like like hate monger. Sony Rose says, what is the objective or overall plot of this game? Sorry, I'm not familiar with it yet, so I'm lost. Hey, no worries. The point of this game is to plunder the depths of this planet, specifically this massive worldwide tomb, and garner all the goodies, all the technology that this planet has to offer, while also dealing with the Necron, which are sort of like undead robots. Yeah, they're Egyptian undead robots. Pretty much what happened with them is that they were tricked by some ancient god and kind of tricked into giving over their souls. They thought they were going to get immortality. Instead, they kind of got the sort of immortality, in that they're now robots instead of people with, souls. Sony Rose says, oh wow, so it's kind of like Tomb Raider, except in the grimdark future. Yeah, kind of, except it's a lot more tactical based as far as combat than and run and gun and using your agility to get past obstacles. Ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. Secure this. Yeah, let's secure it. Radion says, and then they turned on said gods and enslaved them. Yep, yeah, they did. Now they kind of use them as batteries for their war machine. That looks like I made the right choice. The cohort search the chambers adjoining the obelisk location. They find a few pieces of wreckage made from exotic materials and gather them when the obelisk suddenly splits open, bathing its chamber in radiation. It appears there's also something inside the obelisk. And we got 150 blackstone, which I think we use primarily for a lot of our purchases in this game. cohorts encounter resistance in the form of Geno constructs. Not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move for precision and coordination. Okay, we have three choices. Crusade, Consistency, and Caution. Crusade, the aggressive stance of the tech priests ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks them running headlong into fire of the enemy. Consistency, follow the established combat and engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. And Caution, exercise extreme caution. Do not charge in too heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. I'm thinking that one. Caution, yes. Never, what's the word? Why am I drawing blank on famous adages? Never underestimate your enemy. There we go. The slow advance risks granting the enemy the opportunity to execute an ambush of the Dead's force. So I messed up. I shouldn't have been as cautious. But we will strive on. Xenos form detected. To start a very fight, you must decide the location and units of the battlefield. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Click on the square to place a unit. And we have the original Chaos Hunter saying, "Greetings, Agent Rivas. Hey, how you doing, Chaos Hunter? How you been? Welcome to our Mechanicus stream." Okay, so they're there. Chaos Hunter says, first time? Ragion says the second time we get to see a game being played. The first time was Rats. Yeah, it's our first stream of the Mechanicus game. But yeah, we have been playing a game before. Before this, we were playing Tale of Iron. Or Tales of Iron. And tail with like T-A-I-L. As in a tail, like a mouse has. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start him there. CP, or cogitation points, are these right here on the bottom of the screen. I remember at least that much. So I gotta get a little closer for it to let me fire. Nice. Yeah, since it is, I've only ever heard good things about this game. And one of the things that for sure is good about this game is the soundtrack. I mean, listen to that beautiful music. Yeah, let's go ahead and use our serval skull to find out more information about our adversary. This is your serval skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the Omnissiah, augmented to be used as companions. Every tech priest has their own serval skull. Serval skulls are very helpful in combat and cogitation point collection. Select an enemy to find out its battle statistics. Ryan says, now this music I can kill some loyalists too. Reveal the stats. You reveal the statistics stats of the enemy. Know your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chances of success. It was called reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You then decide what weapon tactical or energy you work best against this target. I don't think I have a melee weapon with this guy, do I? No, I do not. Where should I go? I think I'll end the turn there. You've gathered enough cogitation points to be able to use a CP-powered weapon. Some weapons like Phosphor Serpenta require CP to use. Look for the right-hand side of each action to learn the CP cost of that action. Alright, let's fire our weapon. Can we shoot it? Can we hit him? Yeah, let's do it. Nice. I think we can attack him too. Here we go. You're just about to move using cognition movement. This happens when you move within the orange movement outline. Confirming the movement will use CP, allowing your type race to move faster. When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to an enemy, you're unable to use your ranged weapons as they're too dangerous to use at close range. Let's hit him hard. Yeah. Killing Necrons is simple. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they're unable to fight, but will return to fighting condition soon. Doing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Stayed there. Can't attack right now, so. No, here we go. Let's finish him off. Unfortunately, he only has one attack, so I can't do anything else with him. Alright, he's gone. And the guy you just attacked has been teleported away to somewhere far beyond our reach. In practical terms, this means you have killed the target. Can I reach him from here? No, not close enough. Region says, this reminds me of Rogue Trader. Well, this game actually came out first before Rogue Trader. Or at least before the video game Rogue Trader. I think we'll end our turn here. Pain, I find wisdom. You'll be able to call other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This will happen at the start of every round. You'll need cognition points to deploy troops. Okay, so that's how I get my servitors in here. But this guy's almost dead, so there's no real point of bringing anybody else. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you'll gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Nice. Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at a different rate that is shown underneath the weapon's icon. When you select the weapon, you'll see the buffs of the machine spirit with the tooltip. Got it. And we got Visa saying hello. Oh, we have something more digital going on. Yes, we do. We're currently playing Mechanicus. But how you doing, Visa? Long time no see. What you been up to? And he's down. Liza says, crazy holiday business, but doing well. Nice! What kind of holiday business? Hopefully all good stuff. Said all Xenos life forms purged. Cohort's HP amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair. At least I keep the damage that I got already. The chambers ahead are several groups of structures light up like upright coffins of an unknown material. Okay, we can either intrigue, ensure you observe your surroundings carefully, detailing pictographs and readings may be the key to success. Ignore, do not tarry to observe the works of an alien. Press on and avoid any distractions. I think hate monger has now tarnished the word alien for me. Now I always think of it like alien. Like the way he says it. I can't do it. Ignite says, make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in your advance to do harm to Geno's abominations. Original Chaos Hunter says, life forms, writers should have used constructs in reference to Necron. I mean, they are certain ones are technically alive, I guess. But yeah, maybe they should have. And Region says, as you should. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the intrigue. Because it is something shiny and I must investigate. They're waking up. There we go. The cohorts examine the sarcophagi and note that each indeed contains a Necron war throne with its heavily armored exterior. They are drawing power from somewhere. And we got some blackstone. Nice. We're gonna fight here in a second. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. Okay, where do I want them? We have these two guys here. Place him here. I think we'll work together. Overwhelming odds. And maybe I'll put in one servitor. Oh wow, he shot for very far away. Regional Captain says, Necron royalty, sure, but basic warriors and whatnot are usually without identity or personality. Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. Can I shoot them from here? Yes, I can. Let's reveal stats first. will end turn there. And I'm gonna shoot him with my heavy gun. And that should kill them outright. Yeah, there we go. And we'll get his cognition point. Mechanicus, there are two types of units to control. Tech Priest, the 2 units you already commanded, or troops, such as the ones which you've just deployed onto the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to any main weapons, as many weapons and skills as Tech Priests. However, they are useful and should not be overlooked. And that's the end of his turns. Oh wow. Oof, he got hit hard. When servitors are hit in combat, Tech Priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat information to be used later against their enemies. This is represented by gaining a cognition point. Servitors are a very useful unit in all your missions. Oh, we got these little guys. These guys are annoying. What are those? Alright, let's bring in a servitor. I think I'll bring in another one. And I think he'll end his turn there. Oh, it'll open him up to an attack of opportunity. Great. Damage absorbed, okay. But we are gonna be dealing with some acid, so let's see if we can hit him now. There we go. That's a dead scare. I think he'll end his turn there. Cassandra says, this game kind of plays like Squad Command for PSP and the Wii. Yeah, it's very much one of those turn-based squad games. I like a lot of these games. Can I get close? Nope. Gonna stand behind my servitor here. Let him take the damage. I guess I gotta get in there first. I think I might lose the servitor here. Servitor 000001 has died. Do not worry. Troops are cannon fodder designed to protect your tech freeze from enemy attacks. Without tech freeze, your mission will fail. Aragion says, but it was so cute. I guess so, but it's trying to eat my face, so it's not that cute. Chaos Under says, unfortunately, I'm not really good at these, which is a shame because I would really like to play the newest version of Chaos Gate. Yeah, that's that one where, you play as the Grey Knights, right? I think this one and the Chaos Gate came out around the same time. I feel like Chaos Gate came out a little bit afterwards, but I could be wrong. Ragyal says, just outsource the playing to Rosario. Hey, I'm not gonna complain with that. Riga says he cannot play if we send it to him. Oh, okay, well, hold on, let me rephrase. He can't not play if we send it to him. Yeah, exactly. And then Chaos just says Bing Bong. Alright, he's not close enough to attack, so we're done with that turn. Let's put in that last one. I didn't realize this thing was here. I could have gotten cognition points from this guy. I'm stupid. Looks like I can reach, so we'll... Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I can... Can I... Yes, I can! Nice. Now we fire at the enemy. Here we go. All Xenos life forms purged. In this case, constructs. The symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of the mission. Latest signs of hostile forces, seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. What is thy bidding, thy master? It's a disaster, Skywalker we're after. And here we go, the Necron.
Life yet blossoms. Is it truly time? What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
He is not happy here. The hunt is on. The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs, escaping into the abyss below. Fall back, get out of there.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Escape. This is the final battle of the tutorial. Apply what you have learned so far and strive to obtain victory. The 41st Battalion is a brutal place. You may lose this battle, but not the war. In Mechanicus, there are many alternate paths to discover. Great, I gotta go through them in order to leave. Now split our forces and try to get out of here. Wait, turn the camera here. The settings. Camera rotate right and left. B and E. Okay. Looks like the cogitation stuff uses the entire. I thought it was like for each character, but I guess you absorb cogitation points for everybody, which is not good.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike as I.
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Yeesh. Alright, get out of there. Okay, which way? Which way?
Dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Cesaragon?
Oh, he's looking back. So much for escaping.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
And now we can't leave. He is quite literally blocking the pass. Great. We can't do anything else but swing. Probably die here in a second. Not great for my first outing.
Do not think to challenge us, he who killed our gods.
Letting me leave? I'm probably gonna get shot here in a second. Yeah, there it is. He's not gonna waste his time killing me, but he can have his little minions do it. Alien. And we have whiskey saying new haircut looks great. Oh, thank you, thank you. And you say hello there. How you been, whiskey? It's been a while. We're currently playing Mechanicus. We just got our butts handed to us. That Archlord order is called, really did not want us leaving. At the top left corner of the screen, this is the Necron Awakening Meter. It shows how many Necron tombs have awoken on Silvat Tenebris. Try and gather as much information and tech before reaching 100. I guess that's the mission. Find as much tech as possible and get out. Acropis sector located. This tomb is bathed in a sickly green light that serves not only to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of xenotech heresy, forbidden knowledge, and a structure as alive and aware as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate that the walls are made of substance not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into this substance suggests unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the steps of the first troops to enter here. The heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely that they are the only dangers here. Welcome to the Castellan Metallican, an Arc Mechanicus spec class battleship. This class of ship is one of the largest in the Imperium and is only afforded to the Adeptus Mechanicus. From here you'll be able to customize your tech priests and prepare for the mission ahead. You can select the missions from the character portraits on the left of the screen. If we load our mission, we should inspect and equip our tech priests. Head over to the cohort tab. Welcome to the cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priests and troop units currently unlocked. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and statistics each unit. Tech priests are shown in the bottom 6 slots. A tech priest is, I guess left click. A tech priest, to begin customization. And we have Leon X saying, "Hey yo, how you doing, Leon? How you been? Thank you for being subscribed for 3 months. I really appreciate the patronage. You guys help, why am I drawing blank on words right now? You guys help with my addiction to plastic." There we go. Those are the words I was trying to say. Leon X says, "I'm doing alright, hoping you're doing well." Doing pretty good. Right now we're playing Mechanicus. We just got our butt handed to us, and hopefully that won't happen again. To the Tech Priest customization screen. There are many ways to customize Tech Priest. You can change the weapons, body augments, backpacks, upgrades, and more. Video Cassandra says, "Did I hear Arc Mechanicus? Those are truly gargantuan ships." Oh, how so? Explain. You can upgrade your Tech Priest. Head to the Disciplines button near the Tech Priest portrait now. upgrade our disciplines. This discipline screen. From here, you can upgrade your tech sprays using Blackstone. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills from one of the 6 discipline skills trees down. Okay, we got Newsford Scan, reveal enemy statistics while in melee range. And I think this guy is my melee attacker. Yes, he is. Drag a weapon onto a slot using LMB. It will take one of your tech priest's automatic capabilities, AC slots. To gain more AC slots, upgrade your tech priest. Okay, so right now I'm just putting them together. There we go. Okay, I guess I can't. Okay, I have to, I guess, choose one weapon. Okay, so yeah, I do have to choose only one weapon right now. I guess I don't have enough slots for multiple weapons. Okay, let's see. Reveals enemy statistics when in melee range. Troops units gain 1 damage. Plus 4 movement, plus 15 critical chance. I will probably pick one of these for each one. Okay, so each one of these has a little descriptor. I'll go ahead and read it. Explorer. Explorers take on the quest for knowledge more than any other discipline. They reach far into the depths of the unknown space as searching for lost archaeotech, new species, and even new worlds. Secutor. Secutors are masters of man and machine. They wield the often rare trait of charisma, and with their inspiring leadership, they are able to multiply the efficiency of Skitari tenfold. Tex Auxilium. An often overlooked discipline, the Tex Auxilium takes on a task that other tech priests avoid. They are the oil within an engine that keep the Great Mechanicus cog running as smoothly as they can. Lex Mechanic. Rigorous catalogers, Lexomechanics compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. They are capable of finding valuable data amongst indecipherable text, maps, or other obscure forms such as enemy weaknesses in battle. All engine seer. I like it that priests engine seers are found to serve or are bound to serve, on almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. Here we have the Dominus. Domini is heavily trained in the art of war, using their skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. So this one seems very melee focused. This one here, the Explorer. Yeah, this one's definitely melee focused. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna unplug that. I'm gonna keep them in the same setup they had earlier. Give him the axe, and I'm gonna make him my explorer. In order to upgrade, you must have enough blackstone. When you rank up, you'll gain augment slots, skills, and body parts. Sounds so grim. Having a diverse team is advised, however the choice is all yours. Tech priests can be multidisciplined, meaning they can learn skills from more than one discipline. Alright. So I made an explorer. Now which one is the other one I'm gonna be doing? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Engine Seer for this guy. That way I can have a healer, because Engine Seers are the healers. And it will definitely give him a gun. He's got one, so it'll be good for him. We'll be good. I don't think I can upgrade. Nope, I cannot upgrade the... Okay. We got Mechanicus and Jeremiah. Is a list of technologies collected so far. You can find tech such as weapons or items on missions or as a reward for completing missions. This is a collection of weapon blueprints you have found so far. These blueprints are known as standard template construct fragments or simply STC fragments. Here, SC fragments for your items can be implemented into your backpack slots. These give support-based skills such as healing and damage-absorbing shields and more. There are 3 versions of each item. Each version increases in power. And we don't need to go through all this. Okay, so we can do one mission for Scaviola, and one for Hate Monger over here, one for Kepra, and no, hold on, only Hate Monger and Scaviola. I still got Hate Monger. Or Videx. I'm calling Hate Monger because he keeps talking about aliens. Winds of Change. Lector Dogmatis Videx has requested the deployment of a sensor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Argolek and cleanse its spiritual corruption. Let's see what Scaviola rewards us with. My healing Mechadendrite. Oh, that's pretty good too. This one is a Macro Stubber and a Curatio Claw. Curatio Claw. So this one heals also. Yeah, Curatio Megadendrite and Curatio Claw. Okay, Scaviola says, the Killing Jar. Tech Acquisitor Scaviola wishes to begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons, and has asked for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Acropis. I think we're gonna go ahead and do Winds of Change. We're gonna do Videx special. You choose which tech priests and troops to take on mission. Use left mouse button to add a unit to the Arvus Light Transport. Use right mouse button to remove a unit from self-selection. No chemicals available. Let's go. Yeah, Kepra cares about her guys. Which is not a quality that a lot of tech breeds share. Let's go. Go, go, go. Okay, the noisome miasma fumes from the Xeno's machinery in this area is masking the servitor's sacred incense. Let's scourge away the corruption with flame. Or we can power through, live with the miasma's presence and hurry through the area. And we can pray. Purge a corruption with power. With prayer, sorry. I'm saying we purge with fire. Prayer has power, but I cannot deny fire does too. Exactly. Righteous flame scours away the miasma, allowing the cohort to advance. The sight of sheets of flame burning away the toxic fog is indeed inspiring. And we get 2 cogitation points. Nice. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of a shaft of machinery and pipework and must be extracted. Extricated. Okay, we got mechanics. Fashion a system of pulleys and ropes to haul the machine out of the hole. Manual labor, climb into the hole and haul the servitor out manually, and magnetism. Exhort the servitor to overload its magnetic levitation circuits. We're gonna hit mechanics. Okay, we got some initiative, but so did the Necron. The makeshift pulley system takes a long time to set up, but once it's in place, it proves up to the task of extricating the servitor from its predicament. Warning, our presence has been detected. Uh-oh. Energons are waking in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amount of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. Could this be a form of Xeno's map room? Its chamber walls are covered in elaborate star charts, covered in extensive annotations in the Necron language, suggesting they record journeys among the stars. Though we are not destroying them. We are definitely taking an interest. Big captures are made of the star maps and uploaded to the cogitators on the Castellan Metallica for study. There we go. Original Captain says, in lore, they basically rival the Gloriana-class Legios battleships, and the Battlefleet Gothic tabletop game. They're just a little bit larger than the Emperor, Retribution, and Oberon classes. Okay. Are those the ones that, I'm gonna have to look them up. And there's the ones available right now on Horus Heresy as far as models for the Mechanicus. Because I really like those robots. If those are the ones that we're talking about, then they're pretty cool. But if not, then I haven't seen these. Especially if they rival battleships. So I might be, yeah, I'm confusing with something else entirely. Okay, never mind. We're talking about ships, now we're talking about the models. They go shut this down before the enemy are attracted to the din, but take care not to damage the machine. The servitor begins emitting a loud blaring noise, perhaps a form of tampering or damage alarm that has accidentally tripped. The noise is accompanied by flashing lights and random bursts of extremely pungent incense. They went out to silence the servitor. Cassandra says, sorry about the late response. I needed to make a restroom break. Hey, no worries. Whiskey says, there are no Battlefleet models anymore. Yeah, there aren't. I think it's all third party now, right? The Corps is showing no patience with this potential compromising of their mission, set about the servitor with the pneumo wrenches and drivers. Several components are wrenched off, which unfortunately includes some critical to the servitor's movement systems. After hurried repairs, the servitor can't continue on its way, though the procedure took far too much time, and the servitor now has a pronounced listed to one side. And I lost some HP. Great. Extra Necrons in battle. Great. I'm pretty much guessing between the two. Let's go with the one on the left. Alright, we got some Blackstone from that. Nice. Since the sorter stops moving and starts belching pungent smoke, the runes of attention are blinking on its chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. So we go all the way, or should we do just some basic? Let's go secondary. Let's go middle of the ground. Tow repairs are metered servitor, but it takes time the mission can ill afford. And our awaken meter went up. This mission is not going well. Necros reanimate one turn faster. Great. There's a few messages there. Whiskey says, but there are rumors they want to bring this game back. I mean, it would be a good idea to bring it back. Now people like ship-to-ship combat, but I find it's a little, I guess, hard to simulate ship-to-ship combat in a three-dimensional space. I feel like it's a little easier to do that with, like, you know, ships on ground as opposed to ships in space. Because, I mean, you would have to have some kind of, like, sphere. But it still might be a fun game, I don't know. Chaos Hunter says the Arc Mechanicus and a couple of different cruisers were pretty much the last new models made for BFG before the game was discontinued. Ah, okay. And Chaos Hunter then says, I've heard the same scuttlebutt. Supposedly there may be an announcement for it in the Christmas preview. Well, let's find out. Hopefully, we get something. But unexpectedly, a previously unused Voxcaster unit pops out of the servitor's face panel. In a synthesized voice, it attempts to engage the cohort in philosophical discussion. Yeah, we're gonna examine that. We're not gonna engage with it. Let's start trying to have a discussion. We don't have time to talk. We're not gonna rip parts out. We already saw how, you know, trying to do something quickly with this thing didn't work. So we're gonna examine it. You will never know who tampered with this machine. If all is right, he suffered punishment for his heresy long ago. Ooh, we got a weapon. A lengthy but comprehensive diagnostic locates an invasive element in the biological cortex that contains the servitor's operating system, a data chip inserted by an unknown person many years ago. With the chip removed, the servitor ceases its wayward communication and continues in silence. We got some blackstone. Nice. Continue. Alright. Now we're gonna fight. With only 10 minutes to spare, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this one. Yeah, Sandra says the game was basically played like a naval skirmish game. Yeah, I figured. Okay. I want to go. Okay, so I think that's the, that's an empty space there. That's, where we want to go, probably. Let's gonna put, him there. Him there. There. Start battle. Nice. I think we'll end turn there. Hold on, let me use my serval skull. Calcinder says stabby, shooty, or clovery type weapon. And then Callahan says, well, I found Morgan's grave. And what did it turn out? Whiskey then says, I hope the new one is set in Horus Heresy. I'm all about Imperial ships, and it makes more sense for them to fight each other in Horus Heresy. But I get 40K is a lot bigger, and a lot of people want to have Geno ships. Yes, they do. Is my melee guy. I didn't realize I could attack this thing. I'm right. What was it? E? Area. Can I shoot it? Yes, I can. So where am I supposed to deploy this time? Ludicrous like Callahan says, high honor. And then Chaos Hunter says, there were more than a few naval engagements against Xenos fleets in the time of Horus Heresy. Yeah, I mean, the time before the Horus Heresy, you know, when they're still like working against the, working for the Empire, they would obviously be fighting all kinds of Xenos, not just the ones that we have now, but obviously all the Xenos that they were obliterating in the meantime. So when you say Morgan's grave, who are we talking about here? Oh, we're talking about, Red Dead Redemption 2? So I'm guessing you're already past the point, then, of, the main story, if you found his grave. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna turn here. Okay. let's go fight some aliens. I don't think you ought to survive that. An enemy moves out of melee range right in your unit has a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. The attack gives your unit a free melee attack on an enemy. Each unit can only perform one opportunity attack per round. There we go. Couldn't get out of there. Haha. Let's shoot this guy. With the 5 fingers, say to the face. Slap. Alright, I think there we're gonna have to cut it though. We have reached our time and limit, so we're gonna have to save the game here. New save. We'll call it stream. Hit OK. And we have Leon X saying, thank you for the stream. Hey, my pleasure. I am glad you varlets enjoyed the stream. Yeah, but if you like what I do and would like to support them, please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel or donate to my Ko-Fi at Rosario Was Art. If you missed an episode, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is also called Rosario Was Art. And remember that I do have my Reds that I post on YouTube. And I posted one that I consider quite a doozy. It's all about Lorgar. So yeah, you guys, please check it out. Let me know what you think. And then, yeah, so Motor Callahan says, well, later. Hey, you take care, okay? Thank you for, coming. Quizzer Callahan, God Emperor, Whiskey, Chaos Hunter, 70 Rose, Visa, all of you. Always a pleasure to have you guys here. Very much had a great time. I hope you did too. Again, let me know if you want me to continue playing Mechanicus for the following streams. I'm going to do at least one more. If you'd like me to continue and maybe try to get all the way to the ending of the game, hey, yeah, that's something we could possibly do. Just let me know. But yeah, in the meantime, let's see who we can raid. Okay, hey, Bicefalo Art is actually doing some painting right now. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna rate him. He is an amazing painter. So, yeah, you'll learn a lot from him. He looks like he's doing some kind of terrain. And Leon X says it's fun seeing you game. I hope you keep doing it. Hey, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm always worried that I get a little too from the game and you can't hear a lot of my thoughts on it because I'm just like focused. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I have been Rosario and I'm signing the Gundar feature. Bye bye, varlets. Take care.